Hey, everybody, welcome back to FSP Forex Stock Predictions. Hope you're all having a great day. I am the Vortex Trader, and today we are on GBP USD waiting for a breakout of an ascending 4-hour channel. Let's get into it. So, what I am noticing now, guys, this is on the 4-hour time frame, right? I want to show you something very interesting on the daily, but let's just finish up on the 4-hour. Okay, so what am I looking at? We can see that price came all the way down to around the 1.176 price level. Yes, then began what looks like could be a 4-hour ascending channel, which means we are seeing price moving finally, showing higher highs and higher lows. Now we do have a few taps on either side of this channel. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So we can say yes, price is following within this channel. Another way that we can make sure that this is a channel that price is following, we can see that price respects the middle of the channel. Check it out. Perfectly touched right at the beginning. 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Look at that right there. 5 times, 6 times, right? Wick just below it, 7 times. You can see how price respects the middle, right? This shows us that we are in some sort of a channel right now. Now, what do we like to look for when we see price bouncing around in between of an ascending channel? We like to see, right, divergence showing up while we are making higher highs. We like to see price showing us that bulls are weakening. Now we do have divergence across the MACD's histogram, right? And across the MACD's MA lines, currently looking like the bulls are running out of steam, right? We are making higher highs, but on the histogram we are making lower lows, which is divergence, right? So what I would be waiting for is a break of this channel, right? A break and close below the bottom of this channel. Once I see that, I would then be waiting for a retest to come back up to the bottom of this channel, and then that is where I would enter a short position with my targets being below around the 1.176 price point. Okay, now remember, this is the 4-hour time frame. It could take some time to play out. We don't know whether this is exactly what price is going to do. But because I see this channel, whenever I see a channel, those are the types of setups that I like to look out for. Now, this dotted line above is a daily giant descending trend line. Now, I'm going to switch over to the daily time frame to show you what I would be looking for. But just know that in the 4-hour time frame, if we see a break below the bottom of the channel and then a retest, right, up to the bottom of the channel, if that retest coincides with this giant daily descending trend line, well, then we have some awesome confluence to confirm to us that we should try and go short. Now remember, when setting up any positions, we always need confluence. We cannot just jump in blindly, right? We need a reason to enter. We need a reason to enter. And we know that the major currency pairs right now have been bearish for the greater part of 2022, right? This is the first time we're seeing some bullish price action for a while. It has not shown up for a very long time. But this is on the 4-hour. On the daily, which I will show you now, we are still bearish, right? So therefore my bias, because I am a swing trader and because I like to enter on the 4-hour time frames, my bias, my personal bias, it does not mean yours, but for me, I am still bearish because of the time frames that I use to enter, right? You could be a trader on the 1 hour or the 5 minute or the 1 minute and you could be scalping. This action right here will be very, very bullish, right? So your bias might be bullish. However, my bias is bearish because I am a swing trader. I trade on the longer time frames, right? I wait for patterns to play out on the much higher time frames. Therefore, my overall bias right now is still bearish. Right, okay, so if that is confusing to you, just remember it depends on the time frame that you are trading, right? It depends on what trend you are following within which time frame. If you are following a bullish trend, I mean, this looks very bullish, and it'll look even more bullish on maybe the lower time frames like the 1 hour or the 30-minute or the 15-minute, right? But I do these things on the 4 hour and the daily. So having said all that, remember, we do have this ascending channel. I'm waiting for a breakout, a retest to coincide with this daily giant descending trend line. Sounds pretty cool when you say it. When you say it like that. All right, so targets being 1.176 levels. We have divergence. Now let me switch over to the daily time frame. Right, let me delete this stuff now, just so you can see it a little bit easier. This is going to show you why my bias overall is still bearish, even though we are making some bullish strides within the lower time frames. Okay, let's bring this down. Right, look at what a different picture price can paint on a higher time frame. Right, so it looks a lot different, right? Now you can see why I call this the daily giant descending trend line. Because look at this. Price made its first tap around the 20th of February, guys, right? And we have failed to break through this trend line ever since. But we have had our taps within it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now, on the 4 hour, these few candles right here are my 4 hour channel, right? I will be waiting for that sixth tap, if we get it, to coincide with that channel breakout. Because if we touch this descending trend line, right, there is a chance for it to be our sixth tap. We could push lower using the 4 hour channel as confluence to come back down. And if we see that, which could look something like this, well, then we may have, after that, a giant daily double bottom, in which case I would look for something like this to play out, because here would be our first bottom, here would be our second bottom, there would be our neckline. But we are not even close to that yet, because something like that could take another month or two to play out. Just remember, these are daily candles. Okay, so let's delete that for now. Let's delete that for now. All right, so we are still within this giant trend line. I'm not convinced that we are bullish just yet. I do not like picking out the bottoms. I'm not a fortune teller. I don't claim to be. I only trade what the chart presents to us. And if the chart gives us a pattern or a structure that we can trade, and we see the confluence surrounding that structure, well, then we should take advantage of that setup. Okay. So remember, a daily giant trend line, descending trend line on the daily time frame. And when I jump back into the 4 hour, right, this now is without that channel, but it's very easy for us to put that channel back in. All right, there is the bottom of the channel. Here's the top of the channel. And remember, we are waiting for a breakout. Okay. So on that note, guys, if you find this information helpful and valuable, please would you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever we release new content. Leave a comment in the comment section, and I will be seeing you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.